Oh, hello, Internet. Just in case you're coming upon this video in a different context, this supports a case study whose location you can find at the bottom of the screen here. Now, I'll just mention that what you're about to see is more of a how not than a how to. So with that in mind, please enjoy this dramatization of a customer discovery interview.
Come in.
Hi, Helen.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for making the time.
No problem. I think professional development is super important. I'm happy to help with whatever you need. You want to have a seat over at the table here?
You can just stay there. I can sit here if you want to stay where you are.
Sure.
Thank you. So we're working on an application that lets you assess both the skill sets required for a given role and where a given employee is on those skill sets.
Okay.
And the purpose of this is to be able to plan for professional development as things change and you change technologies and you want to help your talent develop. This is something, I'm an HR manager myself.
Oh, you were? Oh,
yeah. Before I started this. And really my inspiration for all this was that we had a bunch of big platform and technology changes that happened at the same time. And the manager said, whoa, we need a way to assess where our teams are in this so that they can have time to ramp up on these new things and they don't get overwhelmed and overworked. And so that's really the inspiration. And I was just hoping to ask you a few questions about this, such a product.
Go ahead.
All right. How important is lifelong learning and professional development to your company?
It's very important. We have a lot of technologies here. Constant.
I'm just going to take notes.
Oh,
if you
okay,
don't
thanks.
mind. Okay.
Yeah, new technologies we're using. People have to learn all this new stuff all the time, and it's just never ending.
Would you say it's one of your top priorities?
Yeah, that and recruiting. We're constantly trying to get people with all the right skills in the right place.
And what have you undergone any platform changes, technology changes that would have necessitated such a plan?
Yeah, we're constantly changing systems around here. New software, new procedures, and it would be great to have people up to date on stuff.
And so yes, basically.
Yeah.
And would you be interested in using a third-party tool to assess where people are and how to plan those things?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Got it. Okay. And if you were to use a tool like that, how much would you be willing to pay?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm the right person to make that decision.
Well, does $5 per user per month seem reasonable for something like that?
It doesn't seem unreasonable, but again, I'm not the right person.
All right. And roughly, how many people do you have working across software development, IT, and project management?
Oh, we have 1,200 people here, so in all the different departments. I don't work with all of them, but across all of our departments.
Got it. And if you were going to use such a tool, what technologies and platforms would you want to be able to assess? This is just for us to kind of plan what we're
Oh,
doing.
okay. A lot of our engineers use JavaScript, Node in particular. They're on Macs, Windows, Google apps, third-party apps. We have proprietary apps that we have here, so it's a huge range.
Got it. And what features would you want in such a product?
I guess security is important. The ability to change passwords. We had a huge software change because we had this program where everybody had to come to me to get their password changed. They couldn't just do it over email, so I don't want that to happen again. And people ask me for reports all the time, so I like to export to Excel and do stuff, my reports in there, so that would be important.
And what e-learning services do you use at present?
We use Coursera. The engineers use Stack Overflow to get questions and answers, tips. But we don't have a.
And do you think that it's useful to be able to plan this stuff and assess it in the future?
Sure.
And do you think people at your company would use such an application?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, me neither. Great. So If you don't mind, I was just hoping to show you a couple of prototypes and just kind of have you react to them.
Okay, cool.
So this is the first one.
Okay.
I'll give you a second to kind of take it in. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would you be to use this?
It looks nice. It looks like you put a lot of work into it. Probably 8, an 8.
And then I just have one more I'm going to show you
Okay.
here. And how about this one?
This one looks good too, but I think I like the other one better, so maybe a 7.
Got it. Helen, thank you so much for making the time.
No
I really
problem.
appreciate
No
it.
problem. It's super nice to meet you.